our next guest has really done some big things, and without having to share all their thunder, I want to actually just bring her up. Can you guys help me welcome our next guest, Miss Stephanie Davila? Come on, Steph. How are you?
Hi. Hi,
I
David.
haven't
Hi, team. How's it going?
Good. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know it's been a couple weeks.
By the way,
um,
I saw you. I saw on Insta you were on on the news.
I was on CBS morning show down here in
Wow.
Miami. So I don't know if anyone's from Florida, but hello.
Congrats. That's freaking awesome. Well, so you kind of hinted at it. Where are you from? And, tell us about how many years you've been in the business.
Absolutely. So I'm originally from Miami, Florida. I live in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm a South Florida girl, born and raised. I've been in the industry for 15 years, and I've had my own tax practice for the last 4 years.
Wow. Okay. So 4 years you've been in the industry, primarily focusing on who? Who are you working with?
Um, Personal
Like what kind of clients?
taxes.
Yeah, like what kind of clients?
So the majority of my clients are personal taxes. I have some Schedule Cs, I have corporations as well as corps, but the big chunk of my clientele are 1040s. You know, with that being said, in the last 2 years, I've been in this transition in, I would say, like in a journey to specialize in tax advisory. And I came a year ago to one of your events in May in Dallas virtually.
Yeah. Tell us that.
And
Okay, so hold on. Yeah, tell me this because this is going to get interesting because I didn't know Steph in virtual events because let's go for it. How long ago did we meet?
we met, well, we met, no, we met recently,
I
but I went
know.
to the virtual event back back in May in Dallas because I was really sick. I couldn't go. So last year I got really sick because I was working nonstop doing tax preparation. I couldn't help it. I couldn't do it. I ended up in the hospital actually because of
Oh man.
exhaustion and just, I churned out like 400 tax returns. So after that I was like I have to do something different. I wanted to specialize. I was going into more corporate S corps and things like that, but I wanted to provide more value for them. I wanted to get into tax advisory one way or another, and your event really inspired me. Fast forward, I was in one of these, 2-day 100K tax advisory boot camps in January. Was it January? I
Yep.
think it was January. And I went over to the office about 3 weeks ago. So I just want to share something with you that has impacted me. I started implementing a lot of the strategies the last 2 weeks, and I just closed my first two clients and I transitioned them over. I have the checks right here. I don't know if you can see them.
Whoa. Don't give me the routing number because I'll
There's
deposit it.
nothing nicer than having a check to. Now, these checks, I don't know why I can't show them to you. I don't care about I want to show you that it's actually for a $3,000 assessment. So this week alone, I closed two deals and I made $6,000 on two assessments, converting my clients from bookkeeping client and another one, which was a walk-in that had a $50,000 tax liability. He made over $2 million, and the previous CPA couldn't give him any strategies. He came walking into my door just out of nowhere. It was like God sent, and we started talking, and I was so inspired by the boot camp that we had like 3 weeks ago. I implemented all the strategies. I talked to them. I've been learning and just diving into this hardcore that I built the confidence to close, you know?
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
obviously, I
Well,
have the background. I understand the strategies, but that can take you so far. I think that the mindset shift that I had made the difference. And
well, tell me
honestly,
about that. Tell
the
us about
mindset
that.
shift
What's
is everything because you can know everything in the book. And I have known this for a long time. I was an internal auditor, then I was a financial accountant. I went into tax practice, and here I am. But when you look and when you don't show your confidence, honestly, and when you self-doubt yourself, you don't portray your best. And I feel like the mindset shift, especially the last 3 weeks, has been a momentum that has been building for the last 2 years, at least for me.
Wow. Well, you joined our program. So just to kind of, I want to go back real quick because you came to an event virtually in May and you
Hmm.
really didn't make a decision until January. So it took you about I guess 8 months or so to make a decision to join our program.
Yeah.
Why? I know you said you had some illness and stuff. You weren't feeling good, but I mean, why, like, what would you tell somebody who's going to wait that long? Because there's going to be somebody here that's going to wait. What are they
No,
missing out on?
no. I missed, oh my God, I missed out on making a lot more money. No, but it's a mindset shift. I was really upset. I didn't think I could do it. I thought I needed a XYZ. And then after that, basically, I was able to go forward. I just said, I want to change. I want to change. I already know where I'm making. I was here and I've been here stagnant for about 2 years. I want to go here. I need to shake it up. And I promised myself I wasn't going to get sick again after another tax season. I promised myself that, this wasn't going to happen anymore. And honestly, this was the best decision I've taken for my career.
Wow. Well, I appreciate that. And guys, give her a round of applause for saying that, because that it makes me feel really, honest truth, this makes me feel really good because we know, I mean, our team works really hard to support everybody in our programs, and you're obviously seeing that. Now, I have a question for you. So you came to our 8-figure event because you took a fast action on the day of the event. So what she's speaking about is our well, it's called a 1-day 8-figure event, but we made it 2 days. So we over delivered. So tell us, what did you take away from there that just had that big impact on you? What are some of the things you took away?
I'm sorry?
What did you take away from that 2-day event that just made the biggest difference for you?
Oh my God. When you come into a room with professionals that have different stories and different backgrounds, I didn't know what to expect, first of all. But the more that you talk to them and the more I spoke to everyone in your team, like George, like Dan, and I saw the other tax experts that were presenting, it's something about following the roadmap. Your system has a roadmap, something that I didn't see before, because I've been to so many conferences where they taught me how to properly do compliance and how to properly, do a tax return. All of those things don't generate money. I mean, I know them and it's very important. Not that it's not important, but the hardest part in this industry is learning how and what to approach and who to approach to finally make money. I know the compliance, and that's the key difference between you and your program and all of your team, as opposed to whatever else I've seen out there. They could teach you all the skills, all of the strategies, but if you don't have something to implement it and to move forward and see how, if this doesn't work, there's other ways. What's the low hanging fruit? What type of customers in your book of business? This was my book of business. I haven't created content. I haven't done anything. I just followed what you said and what your team has already done with my own clients.
Wow. Well,
And
you've
so I
definitely
I
taken
didn't
it
think I
on.
was capable of doing that, to be honest with you. And I just said I'm gonna do it, because if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it.
But
And
by the
so
way,
I
you
got 2
shared.
checks here in a week. It would have taken me 24 tax returns.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? The what is it? So I guess the question that I asked you when you came down was like, what made you commit? And I shared a story with you about my first big commitment to a program, and you shared something. I don't know if you want to share this or you could, but I know that an investment is big for most people, especially our program. And you shared with me that this was a big investment for you. Can you tell people what that meant to you to make this investment, or how
Well,
hard it was?
it was hard. It was scary because I had never invested that much money in myself. I had taken courses. The most I had invested previously was probably $3,000 at one point, but not to the magnitude of the commitment that I made recently with tax plan experts. Now, I was very intimidated because this is my flight or flight. I told myself, and I even told Dan when I was on the first when we first connected through Zoom, I told him this is the last year, because I got so sick that I didn't know what else to do. So I was like, this is my last opportunity and I'm gonna give it all I have. So I'm very grateful,
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, we're very thankful to have you, especially with, what you're doing right now is helping your clients. Now, well, I got a question for you. When are you going to start implementing some of the outbound strategies, right? Because you say you're going to convert. How many more clients do you have to convert before you start outbound?
Well, because of the nature of my clientele, I'm few. I'm going down to my last few, but I already have ways to approach and ask for referrals. Obviously I've given them opportunities and things that they can work on. They're very excited. And I go back to the same thing. There's no reason why you have to pay 20 or $30,000 to the IRS. We're gonna find ways to help you immediately. And that's I'm already getting names, and I'm gonna start creating content because honestly that's my next step.
Wow. All right. So last question, or not, I guess it could be last. What if somebody's on the fence here thinking about joining us or who has already made a decision, what would you tell them?
I wouldn't honestly, you have to, first of all, I believe in instinct. You have to trust your instinct. If you're here today and you've invested already 2 days in this event, in this virtual event, there's no bigger satisfaction for me that being able to close what I closed this week. Okay, this not is gonna be a game changer. I'm a single mom. I this means that I've cut my hours that I have to be in a physical location in half. For me, this is a godsend. And I'm not even making this up. This isn't pre-recorded or anything. This is just my experience. And I should have done this, and I shouldn't have waited another 8 months to be able to commit. I would have learned this 8 months ago, a year ago, because, due to things. But what I did this week, I wouldn't have been able to do it in the time frame that I did using my traditional method of work. I was overworked, underpaid. I would have people call me at 2, 3 in the morning. Where's your refund? What happened? People don't tell you the truth about certain issues. All those things have been gone. They went from here to here. Now, if I keep going, the momentum, all those little problems are going to go down here because it's a different caliber, it's a different experience, it's a different clientele. All of that just improves my life to improve the people around me. So that honestly, I couldn't ask for anything else.
Wow. Well, we really appreciate you sharing your story and your journey. There's so much to be learned here because what I've seen, just to be clear, and that's because we've only met once, but I've seen
Mhm.
you grow in like a month. Like even your confidence and the way you're speaking about things, it's incredible.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And
This
if you
is
want the book, read it because I already read it. It's a good read.
uh, you're talking about this book?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you reading it. Hey, more and more times I talk about the book because like I don't really make it a priority, but I definitely believe everybody needs to build their own economy, and you're on your path. And I support anything you do, and I'm super excited to continue to support you for a long time. And anytime you need anything, we're here for you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All
I
right.
appreciate you, Steph. Can we give her a round of applause before she leaves here? Good job. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Steph. You have a great day.